Hello and welcome to another episode of Satisfactory. As in the last episode, we went off and we put geothermal generators everywhere. And then I took the long time and I ran around the entirety of everything and put up power everywhere. So we have a power loop going from our main base here out to this geothermal, up through here, bouncing off of there. And then I actually went through this valley here because it was really easy to do, and that means I can get power to these oil fields in the future. And then back down here, back this way, and then as well branching off here, coming through the sort of beach desert and coming back in here along and up to where the oil is. So I have a giant loop of power throughout the entirety of the map. And that means in the future that if I want to, and I want to set up anything else anywhere in the world, I can really easily just go and do it. I don't need to worry about setting up infrastructure there. As we can see, we have a capacity of 8,400 now, and the majority of our power, 3,600 of it, is being dealt with by the geothermals because they create the 3,600 first, and it's used first before any of my fuel burning generators do. So it means my fuel consumption is actually way down right now, which is pretty good because I've got the petroleum coke factory over here producing me some power, and I've also got the coal power plant here that is covering me. I'll probably, and I'm thinking this is going to be the episode after this, we need to move into fuel. We still have 2 oil lines over here that we have not utilized, so we need to be able to make some fuel and hopefully package that fuel so I can start to use it in a jetpack, and then also make some turbo fuel. So probably this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to create a mall. As we have all these resources, and if I've piped everything up correctly, and I think there's a little bit of belt work left on this upper level, but we have 3 lines of screws, rod, plate, then blank right now, so it's got room for something there, quick wire, copper sheets, wire, cables, heavy modular frames, motors, modular frames, reinforced iron plates, concrete, stator, rotor, encased industrial beams, steel pipes, crystal oscillators, high-speed connectors, computers, AI limiters, circuit boards. I have it in my list as this will eventually be gunpowder, but I don't have it there yet, so this is currently blank. Beacons, sulfur, plastic, rubber. The sulfur was brought up because I need it to make batteries, which are not in here right now. I need batteries, and they should be right there in the future. But plastic, rubber, then there's all of the space elevator parts, the adaptive control unit, modular engine, automated wiring, versatile flamework and smart plating. And then what are you? You are crates of quartz, and then there's silica, and then I believe just some blanks here. There's just some other stuff that silica might get turned into in the future. As there should be a couple other things that I need to put there. There'll eventually be things like, what I want to store? No, I wouldn't want to store nuclear fuel rods here. But eventually I'm going to need rifle cartridges. I'm going to need to mass produce, say, gas filters and stuff like that. So there's still a couple more items that I need to do. But then we have our turbo motors, our supercomputers. That should be batteries. They have the, what are these? Heat sinks and aluminum sheets. So we have a lot of stuff here, and this is pretty much full up. We have in total, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns with 5 on each column. So we have 45, if I'm doing my math correctly. God, it's like elementary math. I should do it correctly. We have 45 different things that we should probably store. We don't truly need to store something like sulfur. I just needed it up here in order to get to batteries. And I could actually probably put batteries where that is, probably. Have it stop at batteries. But whatever I choose to do there in the future, what we need to do is we need to get these resources and plunk them into storage containers, so that way everything is easily accessible at a moment's notice. And we have just a massive store, so whenever they release the next update and we need to put stuff into the space elevator, oh, you need 3,000 of this. I just have it, and I just have it on hand, so I don't have to worry about it. So what we're going to do is, I'm thinking, if we have them set up like this, it'll be essentially, I think I can fit, because we need to do 45, it'll be 20 down this way, 5 across, and 20 down that way, and it'll create sort of a U, and we can walk into the here, and we can see what we have. And then on the front of it, you take a conveyor belt, and you just go like a single tick out, like that. And if you put some resource into it, like that, the resource will sit here at the front so you can see what it is. So I think that will be wonderful. So we'll just do one tick there for all of these. And then this will get copied back all the way along this way. So that's one that's already there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And that puts me just about to here. It's almost like I planned this out, and I measured it a little. Now, I do need to go get some more, just cut through the floor there because it's sassed. Here we go. And right here. More encased industrial beams. We're pretty much sticking with tier 4 floor, like tier 4 belts in this area. As, you know, encased industrial beams are easy to make. Although we are making a lot of the aluminum. Eventually, I'll probably go through and update my entire base to be tier 5, but that will be the future. For now, we can start to set these up. So each 5 will be one of my verticals here. So these first 5 can just go in really easily. Like that. So those guys are going in. And right here, we can set up their previews. There was the one that was empty there, which was this one, which I'll probably make batteries in a moment. But you can see, it's starting to fill up. And those lines are starting to drain out, which is very good. Excellent. And all of our stuff, our radio control units and our turbo motors and all sorts of goodies are being moved around. Now, one thing is that I have some temporary stockpiles over here of various things, such as here for supercomputers, and I believe here for turbo motors. So now, I think I can cut off that and actually make this feed back into the system instead. And these turbo motors will go along their belt, and I can't follow it because they clip through each other, but they should go along their belt and they should pop up down here and be turbo motors over here. So then I can transfer them all to this container. Easy peasy. But eventually these belts are going to get too far away. So the belt is too long for us to do the next 5 at the same time. So we're going to need to move everything forward, but I also think we should move everything over to 1. So let's go at this 5th one here, and we'll align with this beam here, like so. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these guys will simply shimmy over. Like that. And then they are at the front here, and they are really easy to go the lowest one will go into the first one, and so on and so forth along there. Just like here. Oh, how wonderful. Everything's just flowing into storage. And then again, we just copy that out, where we'll grab this. It will be, yeah, we're going to want to move this over to here first. And then, after this one reaches its 5th, we'll align it to there. So 1, 2, 3, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll probably just do this last one, fully commenting it, and then I'll cut or do a fast forward, and we can get the rest of this all belted up. As it would get pretty boring with just me belting things all day. There, and there, and there, and last one is there. Excellent. And then these can drop down into their appropriate storage containers. And let's go take a look on the other side here and how this is turning out. All of these need their little preview, but that is easily done. And then once we have this all belted up and all ready to go, we're just going to have every resource available to us at the drop of a hat. Oh, I need turbo motors. Ah, here we go. Grab some turbo motors. Bada boom, bada bing. Right there. Everything we need. Ah, it'll be goddamn glorious and beautiful. And then these things will all fill up, and the base should be absolutely kicking into high gear right now, considering that a lot of the stuff was backed up, and a lot of the stuff downstairs was turning off because it was backed up. A whole bunch of things are going to be kicking back into gear as our power is going to start to slowly climb up as we get this stuff into place. But as you can see from up top here, stuff is just flowing into mass storage. Oh, it's beautiful. Alright, so I need to do the same. I'm going to do the same sort of things moving over one here for the rest of these lines. So the rest of this, we're going to get one more, which is going to be this line, is going to fit in here. Then there's going to be these 5 need to come out to here, take a right turn. One of the set of 5 is going to go into here, and then it's going to come out to here, take another right turn, and then 4 of the sets of 5 are going to come back down this way, and I need to put in containers along this wall as well. And then should be done. It shouldn't take me that very long. I just need to go grab some more container supplies and some more belting material and get her done. I'll be right back. Okay, so the rest of that part is belted up, and I've prepped a lot of these towers here, and I'll belt them up in the next break. Well, now we have to do this corner. I think we'll bring them over one more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we need to find a decent distance away. So centered on this one, I think. And then we go to aligned with this. And we do 2 clicks. 1, 2 click over. And what that should do is give us a nice, when we're coming out here, a nice clean right angle as we turn in to go this direction. Ha ha. And then we can set up with a conveyor pole. Stop snapping way the hell over there, conveyor pole. I guess a conveyor pole just like right here. 2, 3, 4. And then that pole come there to there, and then there again. Lag. So. That'll work. Then the next pole here will be this same distance, aligned with the last one. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then again, we'll do centered here, I guess. Actually, this one could be... Oh, how far away are these from over here? Are these on the same thing? Are they centered in a block? Yeah, okay. No, it's the same distance apart. So, we want it centered on this block. We'll to that thing, and we'll go 1, 2. So we get a nice right angle. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here we'll line it up with this, and then bring it back a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that should give us a nice right angle from here to here, and then here to there, and then down to there. Absolutely glorious right angles and prettiness. And what I think I might do is I'll connect absolutely everything up on this side first, and then at the very end plug them all in, and then everything will move all at once, and then I can run up top and I can look down on my creation and look at its glory. And I think I want to put a lookout tower right in the middle of all this, as it will be glorious to look down at. You are not centered on that block. You should be centered on that block. There we go. Right on the corner there. Because then I can look down at my my storage and watch everything flow in. Oh, it would be beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to... I've got those set up for my corners. I just need to get everything in. And I'll be back. Oh, and we are almost done. This has taken several in-game days. And a lot of belting material. Actually, I had to let the factory run for a little while in order to get me some more belting materials because I ran out. And I still need to put down a couple more storage containers because I'm running out of steel beams. They're all going into building my encased industrial beams so I can do belting. And therefore, I'm running out of them, which is unfortunate. But we shall cope. This is the last bit of belting here, and then we just have to plug everything in, and I'm really excited about that. So, 1, 2, 3. We need 2 more belts there. So we just need a little bit more industrial beams. And they should be on the track here, right? I just need 40. There should be some on the track right there. I should be able to pluck 40 off the track. Eh? Yeah. Spam E like you mean it. Pick it up, pick it up. 40 of them. Thank you. That's all I needed. And we should be able to plunk down the last 2 of these containers that I need. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Bada boom. Bada bing. There we go. Everything is all nicely belted up. Oh, that actually looks way better than I thought it would be. I like it. I really like how that's belted up. Nice. So we've got this side with everything, the little preview spots sticking out. This side, we can do that quick. That is surprisingly loud for some reason. That is alright. Get their little previews. And then all we have to do is just go and belt it all together and get the resources flowing. Ah, come on. And last one there. Excellent. And then here we go. Connect up all these nicely full lines to everything. We'll get this done as quickly as we can. And then we can head back into the center there, up on that tower, and watch as all of the resources do their things. So many different resources. Oh, no, that is the wrong position. You go to there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, don't stop pressing right mouse button, you silly. And make sure I don't walk off the edge here. That would be a bad thing. And with every single resource going into a storage container, and I'm going to have triple screws, but that is fine, because lots of screws. Need lots of screws. The factory should kick into super high gear with all of its power consumption. Hey, come on, let me get up here. I need to see this all flowing. It's going to be glorious. Oh my, look at all of those resources flowing in. Oh yeah, baby. Everything is getting into its storage container. Here comes that far side now. Boom, boom. Triple screws, and then it should be rods and plates. Ah. Glorious. Mass storage. Now, for you guys, this video has probably only been a few minutes. I've been recording for about 50 or so. So you can see how long it's taken me off camera to get a lot of this set up. So I believe we still have some more time to do a few things in this episode. I wonder what we can do. I'm not sure if there's any like little base things like this. What I'm thinking is, instead of taking this and obviously going up one more floor, instead we made a right turn and we made the storage area. I'm thinking that we can fill in this area here and swap some of the production of the manufacturers onto this side. So for example, wherever the hell I am making, where would they be? Somewhere along here, and now they're not full, so I don't know which line it is anymore. There is my beacons. Not this factory. One of these factories is my beacons. And with my beacons, they're the only last thing I would need before I made cartridges. I think these are my beacons. Okay, yeah, so these are my beacons. So as long as my cartridge factory is after beacons, so my cartridge factory could go right there. Oh god, that's a hole. We don't want to fall down there. So I could put cartridges here and just mirror that setup on this side. Because I only really need one manufacturer with cartridges. I don't need a whole bunch. I just need a trickle of ammo, and then when I'm ready to go out on an expedition, I just grab an inventory of it and head on out and don't have to worry about it. So yeah, I would need to make black powder before that, but that'll be fine. Other than that, things like gas filter. I need to automate, what is it? It's not in a constructor, is it? It is in a assembler. It must be. Yeah, fabric. Mycelia and biomass. But I know that there's an alternate recipe for fabric I need to find. And it is a like a plastic fabric. Because mycelium biomass is not something I can just maintain constantly. it's not renewable in that sense. So I'm going to eventually need to find that recipe for fabric and get it in here, because I'll need it. Then I can do some of the other parts of this base. So I can put cartridges there, maybe like fabric somewhere up here on down there. I'm going to need to put then gas filters here, and those can be, you know, honestly, things like gas filters and cartridges could probably even share a container, or I could send two of these screw lines, say these two here. I could send two of these screw lines directly to a sink and use those screw lines to put the gas filters and the cartridges into these two on the end, because then I can easily grab my filters, grab my cartridges, and go, because they'd be right here, right at the end, really accessible, right beside my my walkway. That would probably be the best. But there's a few other things I need to do. We've done that storage container. We've drained it and sent its stuff back into the system, so we can clean that up. There's also, let's add a few more pieces of concrete there. There is this bad boy, absolutely chock-a-block full of supercomputers, which, if I go, where did I put supercomputers in my design here? Did I even have supercomputers having a location yet? I don't think I did. So I just need to find an empty slot to put supercomputers into. So this one is empty. And these two are empty. These three, actually. Which is the silica line. Yeah, because we'll put batteries there. And we'll have turbo motors. We'll put supercomputers right beside turbo motors. So this one here. So that is the sixth one over. Sixth one over. The first of the next set. Right here. So we're going to follow this one back. This line. Along over here. To here. Yeah, it has nothing coming into it. So this line will be my supercomputer line. So I need to move these supercomputers over there. These supercomputers need to make a nice little turn. Come along here. And this game is getting a little laggy. It's probably just the fact that I've got so much going on right now in this game. And we'll make a nice little turn, say, there. Bada boom. And then it was this line right here. We can literally just have this thing flow right into this line. Right from there. Boom. Like that. And temporarily, for our logistics, we'll go conveyor merger. And we'll pump these guys out. And cut off their input. So now those supercomputers are heading into the permanent storage system instead of the temporary one. And they should show up right there beside the turbo motors, wherever I need my high-end parts. Computers are right down here. There's regular computers. This is like regular stuff. Encased industrial beams. Oh. These probably could have gone somewhere else. Wait, are these supposed to be encased industrial beams here? I thought this was supposed to be crystal oscillators. How did encased industrial beams get here? Okay. I have no idea how that happened. This is crystal oscillator line. That is a very strange thing that occurred. Alright. I must have miswired something and then took it back, but a few of them got through before I could undo it. So then they ended up in there, and then they were just stuck in the front. Okay, crystal oscillators are there. Excellent. So then there's just a few more of those sort of temporary storage spots I made, including batteries, which is going to go on my aluminum line, which I believe is this line here. Yes, aluminum line. It's coming down here, and then that's my battery box. So we'll get rid of this. We're going to want the aluminum line, which is this guy. Put that across there. We'll grab a merger, line it up somewhat here, and plop. Cut back the existing because we didn't need that. And this is going to be too long, is it not? Yeah, too long. I think if we just go to there. That's good, right? Yeah, that's good. And then we can just belt these back into there, which will then get them going along the line, and then just belt the line from here. And if I'm not mistaken, there's nothing else in this slot, and everything should just go absolutely wonderfully. Once I put them in there, they should appear right here in a moment. And drum roll, please. Batteries, there we go. And they will start to fill up that. Excellent. Batteries. This is empty because this would be... Oh, which one would be here? This is just empty. I just don't have anything here. Okay. So that's an empty slot that I can use. These are all nice and full. So these are like my steel products right here, which is wonderful. There's my computer products. I probably don't need sulfur here. I can probably cut this off at the battery production, so I could probably make this accessible. But I have a slot here, which will be, should be for gunpowder eventually. At least if my my list holds up. The rest of this is all full except for these two slots, which could be for anything I want. And I think that's it. We have everything we could ever need or want all being stored. Now, I bet the entire factory is kicked off and we're using a lot of power. We're not. Why are we not using so much power? I thought we'd be using like 7,000 or something right now because everything should be running, no? Like, absolutely everything, because there's room to spare. And good, this guy's empty, so I can get rid of him, get rid of that, get rid of that. Let's head on back to the battery part. Where be my batteries? Ah, there they are. They are still draining out. So this will still be another minute. And I don't think I made any other temporary storages along here. It was just for resources that I needed to stockpile in the meantime while I got things set up. Otherwise, we can pop downstairs. And I think that the only temporary storages I set up was at concrete and industrial beams. It should be right along here. Yes, because I sent everything to this little temporary storage of industrial beams because I needed it. There was not enough beams going around. And now they can all go upstairs and into the mall. And this set of industrial beams I can pick up because I'll need them. Aha, awesome. So those are back to normal. This concrete, I believe the concrete up there would be pretty much full already because we're making a lot of concrete. I don't think I need to save this concrete. So I think I'll just delete it and pick it up. Excellent. And now pretty much everything should be kicking into high gear. The only downside is I don't think we have enough steel beams and such being made. It's always the steel beams, it seems. Let's go check it out. Where is my down? Here it is. Here is my ramp down to the basement. So steel rods are going nicely. Or steel pipes. And steel beams are all running. So we are running at max capacity for steel beams. We just need more. A lot of this stuff will get filled up as the storages up top slowly stockpile. I just really need to let the game run for a while again to restockpile all my storages. But that's kind of cool. My entire base looks like it's online. At least all of my basic production down here. Because if you take a look around, every single, or at least almost every single one of these is green. And everything is just going at top speed because there is room for stuff to get sent out. This is awesome. I think at some point... Whoa, super laggy there. At some point, I don't know sure if I can want to do it manually or if I should do it with the that calculator website. I believe you can go on that website and like select your entire base and say upgrade all conveyor belts to this quality using resources from your storages. And I think I might do that and try to like get everything to like tier 4 or tier 5 by stockpiling a whole bunch of those resources. And then all this stuff should go nice and smoothly because I got these at like tier 1s right now, which is fast enough to satisfy it, but might as well just have everything at tier 4 or tier 5. But yeah, my base is finally getting to the point where I designed it to be, because I set everything else out here thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a line of 480 coming in, and therefore with that much I'm going to need this much, this many smelteries and this much constructors, and got it all set up with the entire concept of 480 resources per line. And now that we've actually have the base fully operational and everything is powered up so it can run at that speed, it's now working. This is just great. But I think that might be it for today. A little bit less of an exciting episode. We're literally just building storage, but it is the realization that our base is essentially done. Like, it's building practically every single resource in the game. We're doing a massive stockpile. All we need to do is fill in that section and set up like 2 more manufacturing lines, and then we have every piece of equipment we could possibly need. The only thing I can see after this is we're going to need to do fuel and nuclear. And that's pretty much it. Well, we can make an episode maybe about going around to different places with radar towers, considering that I do have power to essentially the entire map now. So I could go out to, say, the desert here and climb up on something and stick a radar tower there. That might be an interesting exploration. Need to go to the center of here, climb or make a tall tower and set a radar to uncover this entire area. But yeah, I think we've got this place pretty much figured out. Hey, fix it! What do you want me to do next? Give me the next tiers, damn it! I'll move the space elevator to, like, I don't know, right over there so I can belt things easier to it. Or I'll just leave it there and do the splitters off to it from the various elevator parts. But yeah, I'm happy about this base. The way it's turned out. There's several things that I would do differently next time. And after I sort of get everything built, I'll reset my world and start doing it a different style of building in a different location. But I think for my first learning time in this world, in this game, I think I did well. But now it is time for me to get some screenshots, to get some wonderful thumbnails. Ooh. Oh, that's actually a pretty good thumbnail right there. We'll do this live. Yeah. That's a thumbnail. Oh, yeah. All right, base. Yeah, give it to me. All right, we'll go on a little ride to get this thumbnail. Yeah, we'll ride around the base. Give me those shots, those angles. Oh god, we're going down. I want to stay up. And there we go. Continue. Work it, baby. Oh, yeah. But anyway, that'll be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. And good hunting out there, fellow pioneers.